Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. I wanted to make a video about challenge token, and I believe that challenge token is the ethical token. It is the right token, and it's a token that a lot of people are overlooking. I've made a handful of videos about the challenge DApp before, and I see it progressing in a great way and continually updating. I think they're on version 7 or 8 already, and we have a true the first time for a geofencing app to work on the blockchain, be verifiable. And what a geofence is basically using, say, the GPS in my phone, and say you have a challenge and you're supposed to be at Times Square in New York City. Well, there could be you could set your own geofence, and you could have it for 100 feet outside of Times Square, but everywhere in Times Square. And if you step into that using your phone, your GPS is able to pinpoint your location, verify it with the blockchain, and then pay out your rewards. And so this is really the first time in an application on the blockchain that you can verify your location and get rewarded for doing a task or a challenge for that. And that's really like it's not augmented reality. I guess it is augmented reality, where you have parts of the real world with parts of artificial reality being combined to really make this this unique token that I feel is ethical, because it's the first time we can look and really verify everything that's going on. I can't be in San Diego when it says I'm supposed to be in Times Square, because the application I'm using on my phone would detect that I'm not where I'm supposed to be, and it simply wouldn't pay out. So there's no spoofing of the network unless you're actually able to slide the GPS into somebody's pocket or some weird thing like that. But that's a whole nother level to this. And I really feel like there's not very many places to purchase the challenge token. And so I know Nudex has it, and it's a great spot, and there's a couple other places that do have it. But if a exchange were to pick up this token and offer it to their people, there's not many tokens I see on exchanges that have working products behind them. And to be able to say that and tout that seems to me like that would be a very lucrative thing, a very interesting thing. And for an exchange, that would be an opportunity that somebody else might not take, and you'll get all the liquidity, all the fees that go with trading that token. And there's an opportunity to really take advantage of the challenge token and all that it offers. If you haven't checked out the challenge DApp, I would encourage you to do that as well. I've mentioned it, like I said in previous videos, but Kent from EOS San Diego and his son Chance are the people who made the challenge token. And you can go look at his YouTube channel at EOS San Diego, and you can look back and see, basically since the ICO, he's been making videos about EOS, and there was a handful of time where he was making videos every single night. And you can it's not something that is guesswork, is what I'm getting at. You can go to his channel, you can watch for years, ever since he started the challenge token, and you can see their progress from start to present, and you can have a feel for his personality and who he is as a person. And he tells these life stories that he's had, and relates to the markets today and things like that. And when you really start to understand these developers as people behind the project, it makes it so much more I would say, frictionless to dive into their coin. I'll be honest, I have over 1 million challenge tokens. It may not be very much money now, and I may have spent a lot more money on them than it would cost me right now. But I have faith in the developers, and I know the developers through watching them for years and hearing them explain and talk, and the problems that they went through initially and all the things that they've had to overcome and go through in order to get the challenge token from nothing to literally building the entire thing, funding the whole thing. They funded the airdrop by themselves. They spent over 200 grand on RAM to be able to send everybody airdrop tokens as one of the first handful of tokens to drop on EOS token holders from the mainnet snapshot. I just think that it's so overlooked and so undervalued that, I just think about when people start to flood into EOS and start to access the EOS alts and look at the projects that are on EOS. There are quite a bit of working projects on EOS, and Challenge is one of them. And with people that Kent and his son are affiliated with, people like FaZe Rug, who potentially knows, or who does know, but could potentially get people on, like Mr. Beast. Like, those are the levels of YouTube influencers, and not to mention his daughter and Chase's sister, Molly. I mean, between those 3 people, there's probably 25, 30 million people that could potentially hop on to something like a challenge application when those influencers say, hey, I've got a challenge for my followers. Let's all meet up here for a charity event, or something like that would absolutely skyrocket, the price of something like this, because there would be so many people using it. And, I'm not here to try to talk up the price or anything like that. What I'm here to do is simply lay out the case for putting the challenge token on an exchange, and why I believe it should be on an exchange, and more people should have access to the challenge token, because you can actually use it right now anywhere in the world, and people are doing that. So I just want to put that out there. Stoffel Baker out.